Well, hello there, Gemini. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. If it's your first time on the channel, welcome. We're so glad that you're here. So today we are doing your July career and money reading. We're going to take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider like, commenting, or subscribing. Okay, so let's get into your reading, Gemini. We're going to check out first your animal spirit. So what do you have? Elephant spirit, learn from the past. Okay, so Gemini, this kind of like energy has been floating around a little bit. We have the Pluto return. I feel like there is this energy of some situation that you are going to encounter in the month of July. You may have already kind of encountered this person or situation. It's not necessarily like somebody is coming back from the past or anything like that. There's a person or situation that's coming in that is going to help you to finish out a certain cycle or a certain lesson that you have been working on. Okay, so it's kind of like, I really feel like it's a heads up of, I see you. Let's take a look. We're going to, I'm actually going to use a combination of oracle cards and tarot cards. I get it. I want to see what's on the bottom here. Magic works through you. Yeah, I feel as if, this is, to me, the energy that I'm getting with this is not what I would say an energy of pleasantness. Okay, I'm not saying it's like a tower or anything like that. But I feel like when it comes in, there's almost a little bit of, oh, not this again, right? But it is coming in because there's something you truly need to heal. So this could be, your relationship with money, because this is your career money reading, right? I'm not trying to bring the romance into here. But it could be, a situation that comes up where maybe you're not quite standing up for yourself, or your unworthiness, or you may feel like you're not worthy of, like, say, a raise or a promotion, or something. There's this situation that comes up where I feel like you almost have to step into this elephant energy of standing up for yourself. You see how the ears of the elephant are kind of like out, they're not like droopy or anything like that. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm here, and I am standing up for myself. Really interesting energy. I feel, there is a sense of perhaps being tense when this happens. It could be a conversation that you're having with a client or a boss or a coworker. It's a conversation. You're a very good communicator, Gemini, but you also would prefer to have pleasant conversations, right? I mean, wouldn't we all? But there's this energy of, I really don't want to have this conversation, but I feel like the only way you can actually overcome this obstacle is to be like the elephant. It's almost like the elephant in the room. Okay, it could be a situation that's at work where, I don't know, somebody is always talking about something that has nothing to do with work, perhaps about politics or something like that. And it's kind of like you're tired of it, but you don't ever say anything. It could be something like that where you're finally saying, this type of conversation just really isn't appropriate in the workplace, right? Or it could be with your boss, who has promised you a raise over and over again. And it's kind of like, yes, I've heard you say that I'm going to get a raise. I'd love to see that. It's really one of those conversations. Okay, so let's see what your present energy is. I know they just keep coming back to this elephant. You see how it has like a jewel there where the third eye, I feel like you already know this. Like it's almost on your radar. You know, with the ears being out, it's almost like this is already on your radar. Like you already know, you can already sense that you're going to have this conversation or you're going to have to speak up for yourself. You know, it could be a coworker that's constantly taking credit for things that you do. They you know, take more credit for it than they should or something like that. You know, it's kind of like, yeah, I feel like your intuition is letting you know already. I don't think this is like something out of the blue. I think you kind of already know about it and you're kind of like, oh, I just know I'm going to have this conversation. Okay, so let's see what your present energy is. Milestone. You know, I really feel like it has something to do with reaching some milestone, like that promotion, getting a raise. You know, it could be getting a job that you have really wanted, you know, like changing jobs, something like that. There's this energy of, yes, you know, I want to get it. It's almost like right in front of you. It's like a huge... It's something that you have really worked for a long, long time. And I feel like there is somebody or some situation that is kind of standing in your way. This could be even a family member, you know, or a really good friend. Somebody that, I think this energy came up in one of your readings recently. You know, somebody that is kind of standing in your way, is kind of almost like an elephant, you know, standing in your way. And it's kind of like, no, I really, really want this milestone. It could be a new house that you're looking for, or you're wanting to move, or a new job, or changing careers, or starting your own business, you know. There's something that you really want. Taking steps. You have been working for this for some time, Gemini. This is like a milestone you have been working for a very long time. And it's almost as if somebody is preventing you. I'm getting like worked up. Preventing you from achieving this milestone. So let's see what your obstacle is. Taking the steps. Oh, look at that. It was on the bottom and then I shuffled. And it's popping out again. I feel like, okay, Gemini, the energy I'm getting is that you're about to cross that finish line. Okay, you're about to acquire this milestone. There's somebody that's standing in your way. You know, once again, you may not have proof, but it's almost like intuitively, you know, this person is not really having your best interest in mind. It's the problem is, this is your obstacle. You're not taking steps to deal with this energy. You're not having that conversation. You're not speaking up for yourself. It's almost as if your spirit guides and angels are like cheering you on. Come on, Gemini. You've worked too hard for this. Don't let this, it's almost like don't let this opportunity slip, you know, through your fingers. Okay, so let's see what your strength is. Planning and action. Yeah, you've made the plans. You've been acting on them. This is your strength. Oh my gosh, new beginnings on the bottom. I can't wait to get to the tarot because I feel as if, I feel like you're going to get some concrete advice here. Really nice. Okay, so this is the energies that are surrounding you. Decrease. These are the supporting energies. Oh my gosh. And then new beginning on the bottom again. I feel like you're going in a new direction. Does not mean that you're going in a new direction and giving up the milestone. Okay? It does not mean that. This is still your present energy. You still want this milestone. I feel as if things are not working out the way that you want them to. And it's almost as if your spirit guides, your angels, the universe is trying to get you to take steps to go in a slightly different direction. It's not that the goal is really necessarily different. It's like how you get to the goal. Really interesting. I'm not sure. I think it was Scorpio had somewhat of a similar energy. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. but you don't have to. Oh my gosh. Status quo on the bottom. Okay, so your advice is fear. It's your fear that is holding you back. It's your fear of this conversation, of clearing the air with this person, or really and truly taking the steps that you need to in order to hit your milestone, right? Because once you face your fear, look at this, you have the commitment. You notice he has a contract he is signing. It's like signing a contract. You're committing. You're almost like recommitting to this. So let's go to the trip. I feel as if you're just kind of feeling stuck at this time. Status quo, stuck. Underneath that, we have the loving woman and increase. And then new beginnings again. I feel as if there is this energy of, putting your love back into this situation, enjoying what you're doing, understanding that when you are pouring your heart and soul into this, I think that this person or this situation has really almost like muddled your thinking, okay? They've taken you a little bit off your game, whatever that might mean for you, because of their energy. They may be saying little remarks to chip away at your confidence, your passion for what it is that you're doing. They may be, having some suggestions, and the suggestions are like, what? It's kind of like, it's kind of like, yeah, okay. Okay, where did that come from? One of those, they're acting, I feel like there's somebody here that's acting as if they are really trying to help you, and yet at the same time they're just sucking your energy out of you so that you can't hit the milestone. They're getting you up in your head. You're like totally up in your head, and the loving woman is in her heart. It's kind of like, okay, why, Gemini? Why did you go down this path? Why is this milestone so important to you? It's like getting back to your why, getting back into your heart space. As soon as you do, the increase comes, right? The increase of income, opportunities, clients, whatever it is. And you're kind of back on track for this new beginning. It's kind of like, oh my goodness, it's such a... it's kind of like a complicated, muddled type of Gemini. I feel for you because I feel as if you have been working so hard for this, and now it's like you're right at the end, right at the milestone, at the finish line of achieving something that really kind of like a goal that you set for yourself. This is not perhaps the end of your journey, okay, in your career money sector, but it is a milestone. Maybe you're saving up, for the down payment on a house. Maybe you're saving up to start your own business. Maybe, there's a certain criteria that you wanted to hit in your career or money sector, so much money in the bank, or, so many new clients or whatever. It's about dropping some of that burden of this fear, like over analyzing. I almost feel like you're almost over analyzing it. And so it's hard to stay in your heart space, right? When you're looking at the numbers instead of the why. Did you really get into your business? Did you really go into this career or this job or start saving this money up or whatever? Did you really do it just to keep kind of recalculating how far you are from actually reaching the milestone? Or what was the reason? Once again, what was the reason? Why did you start that business? Gemini, I know you from reading your comments. You've started that business. You've gone on your spiritual path. You've gone back to school to learn Reiki healing or whatever. You've done this because you had a greater why. there were people that you wanted to help heal, or, you saw your soul's purpose. It's almost as if this person comes in and gets you off of your soul's purpose, the why of your soul's purpose. It's not like you're changing what you're doing, okay? You may decide to tweak something, okay? But you're not changing what it is that you're doing. It's just kind of like you have to step back into your power about why you're doing it. I feel like somebody is kind of like pushing you to, yeah, because look, we have the Five of Pentacles. I think they're almost like, perhaps making you feel like it's what you have already accomplished is not that successful. And it is. And you know that. You know you've come a long way, Gemini. You know that you have. I feel like this person is just sucking. It's an energy vampire. That's all I can say. Okay, so let's see what this milestone is. Moon. Eight of Swords, Seven of Wands, the Strength. It's taking a lot of strength and courage. I feel like it's almost like you have to have a conversation with this person, and just be really frank, in a loving way, okay? But talk from your heart. Let them know how I feel. I feel like the conversations that you may have with this person are all analytical. Looking at data, looking at numbers, looking at projections, but there's something deeper here. You have a why. You have a why. That's why you went on this. I feel like this person doesn't understand your why. Because I feel, the moon card is your subconscious. It's your fears. You don't know how you're going to, when you're going to reach this milestone. So there is this energy of, is it coming in? Your money might be going out faster than it's coming in. You're concerned, what am I doing wrong? There's this energy of, what am I doing wrong? It's not coming in. It's not meeting the expectations that I set. When is that going to turn around? So you're really kind of caught up in your head that, the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Wands, needing to kind of step into your strength, be the courageous Gemini that you are, pull back those, bars and step out of this confinement of really being up in your head. We have King of Swords underneath this, again, analyzing, over analyzing. Yes. Do you need to keep an eye on your numbers? Yes. But don't allow those numbers perhaps to drive your decisions. Keep going back to the why am I doing this? This could be actually even like a financial planner, a banker, an investor in your business that may be trying to get you to go into, a different, like tweak it so that you can bring in more revenue, but that revenue is really coming from a source that you would rather not have attached to your energy, right? Almost like, selling yourself short. Yeah. Okay. So your obstacle is taking steps. Let's clarify that. Taking steps. What are you taking steps? You need to take steps because this is your obstacle, your resistance. You're not taking these steps. So, and this is what you'll be working on in July. Yeah. Wow. Hierophant. Gemini, I'm really getting a sense that it's almost like your core values may be changing, but I feel like it's almost even more of a solidifying what it is that you truly believe in. You could be extremely confused at this time. There is that energy of just like, wait a minute, I thought I knew what I was doing. I was so excited about this. I was passionate about it. And then suddenly it's like the brakes have been put on. You're just really waffling. You're not even sure, is this what I want to do anymore? There is this energy of looking for a new path. I feel like for some of you, there is a new, I don't want to say a detour. It's not a detour. I think you're opening. It's a more, okay, this Fool card is not like throwing away everything that you have here. That is not the energy I'm getting. It's kind of like you're opening up to other avenues of money or other ventures. An expansion. Let me put it that way. It's an expansion of what you're already doing. I'm trying to think of an example. Okay, let's say I'm going to keep, I don't know why they said lemonade stand. Okay, we'll go with the lemonade stand. You know, I used to teach fourth graders, so I have the brain of a 10-year-old. Okay, so you have this lemonade stand and you have had it on this certain corner, and, you know, you sell this lemonade and things are going okay, but you know, the business isn't growing. It's not as busy as you thought it was. This investor, this other person, right, is tracking how many cups of lemonade that you're selling a day, and you know, wants you to expand to include other types of drinks or something like that, right? But intuitively, you know that you need to make a shift in your business, that your why, and I'm coming back to they're saying the why. It's why did you start the lemonade stand? Okay, you've gotten kind of bogged down in the weeds of how many, you know, cups of lemonade that you're selling. But why did you start that lemonade stand? You know, what was it? Well, I think personally, perhaps maybe you started that lemonade stand because you noticed that on that busy corner, so many people that there's a light, and the light is, you know, a red light, and the light is really long. And these are commuters coming home from work, and they look just so really tired. And you just were like, oh, I wish I could just give them some type of a refreshment to help them on their journey to getting home safely. Because, you know, maybe you noticed that people were, you know, there was more road rage or something. And you thought, you know, if they just had a nice ice cold glass of lemonade, that would, you know, make them happier. And then everybody could get home safely and in a good mood. And then they could be with their family and be in a good mood, you know, instead of all cranky because of the commute home. So that's your why. So when this person is kind of like, oh, well, you need more flavors or something like that, you go back to your wine. You're kind of like, I don't think it's really that I need more flavors. You might try that, right? But it's kind of like, you know, the problem is that when they're in traffic, then they have to pull over to stop at my lemonade stand. And then, you know, I have to sell it to them right through the window. So maybe what you decide is, you know, you get one of those safety vests or something, and you're walking up and down the sidewalk, you know, with cups of lemonade and, you know, selling them so that the people don't have to take any time out to come and buy lemonade from you. Or perhaps you know that the same people are coming by every day. They can pay you on Monday, and then when they drive by, you just hand them a cup of lemonade. I mean, it's kind of like you're expanding your idea, but what you're thinking about is the client. You're thinking about, what does my client need? What is their need? What is their need? It's not about me and how much money I can make. It's about, the whole reason I got into this was I wanted people to be happier when they got home to their family so they could enjoy their family dinner or whatever, right? They could walk in the door and be in a good mood instead of a cranky mood. This type of energy, when you stop looking at just the numbers and you start thinking, getting back into your why. Why did you start this business? Get back into the heart of it. Okay, then guess what? The whole world opens up to you. It's almost as if you're like just going about how many glasses of lemonade that you're selling. Here is the Hierophant on the bottom. You're getting recommitted to your core values. Your core value of helping to heal other people or to bring happiness and joy to the world, to share your love and light with others. You just got a little sidetracked because somebody in your energy suddenly felt like you weren't making enough money, or, whatever. It doesn't matter, right? It's kind of like, oh, wait a minute, I have to get back into my energy of why I'm doing this. When you do, guess what? You're going to enjoy your job more. You're going to get to know your lemonade clients better, right? You're going to maybe get on a first name basis with them. And when you do, it's almost like this new beginning starts for you, because your business just takes off because you're reconnecting to your why. Wow. So let's go ahead and see what your strength is. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is it. Okay. So we have planning and action, right? But what's your plan? Is your plan about how many glasses of lemonade that you're selling? Or is your plan something that's harder to track? That's the problem. How can you track the happiness of your clients? Well, I guess you could track that by how many repeat clients you have, right? But it's getting back into that of planning for your client, taking action on bringing healing to your client, not about how many glasses of lemonade that you're selling. So we have the Eight of Cups, walking your soul's purpose, right? Getting back on track to what is your soul's purpose. Why did you go down this? Why did you start this journey in the first place? Getting your confidence back. Like, oh, wait a minute, I remember my why. So all of a sudden you get more confident, and then you have the Empress energy. It's like, it's a glow up. It is a true glow up, right? I mean, these two are just so amazing energies. The Queen of Wands is attractive, vivacious, very business savvy, very confident, so much like you, Gemini, right? And then the Empress is even that magnified. So it's when you get back into, wait a minute, why am I doing this? My goodness, Gemini, it is so, I really feel it's just a shift in your perspective. And, the thing is that it is about learn from the past. I feel like this person that gets you up in your head, it's probably like a family member. It could be a coworker, business partner, whatever. They've done this to you before. They've gotten you sidetracked, okay, before. They've gotten you sidetracked worrying about almost the wrong thing. It's kind of like, no, wait a minute. That might be what you are worried about. You might be worried about the analytics. Me, I'm worried about my clients getting home and being in a good mood for their family. Okay, so let's see what we have here with decrease, because this is your supporting energy. Okay, now I know what you're saying. You're like, how is that a supporting energy? It's a lesson. I feel you're learning this lesson. It says learn from the past. This has happened before. It's almost as if you're like, oh my gosh, I think I've done this before. I've gotten sidetracked. Because Gemini, you are, so creative, so inspiring. You see something new and then you can easily attract yourself to that, right? Go after new shiny things. I feel like this person has kind of done that to you. They've kind of like, dangled a new shiny object in front of you and you're like, oh yeah, I got to go after that. But the truth of the matter is that it may not have actually brought your business down, okay? But it brought your joy down. If nothing else, it brought your joy down. Your motivation to work on this business. It drained your energy. And now look at this. Oh yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. When you step back into your why, the wheels turn for you. This is the blessing starting to pour in for you. You're no longer going to be trying to make decisions based on your head. You're getting back into your heart. You're like, no, I know the direction that I need to go in. I'm going to keep my client or whoever it is that you're creating for, I'm keeping them in my mind. I'm dropping the burdens of what other people think. I'm going to step into the energy of what does my client want. It's about my relationship with myself, spirit, and my client. It's a three-way energy. It's like we're working together. There's this energy of, yeah, you just got sidetracked. Okay? You just got sidetracked. And when you got sidetracked, what happened was the fear came in, because there's only love and fear. And when you stepped out of the why, okay, however that might mean for you, and it's so easy to do, especially if, your finances started getting tight, you were having trouble, making payroll, or, getting things to balance out at the end of the month. I get that. The fear does come rushing in. But it's about stepping back into that energy of trusting spirit, of knowing that you are working with spirit, getting back into your heart space, keeping in mind your client, thinking about what your client is dealing with on their commute home. I mean, going back to the lemonade stand, right? What else are they dealing with? It's not just the traffic. Maybe, with the economy, they're worried about losing their job. Maybe, they have a child that's having a health crisis. It's about understanding. Wow. I feel like there is some connection there, because there's this energy of getting back in touch with why you're doing this and how you are truly helping the collective, your clients, whoever it is that you're trying to reach. Wow, really nice energy. I feel like, part of you got kind of a little bit sidetracked with the analysis of your business, and then the fear came in. You felt like perhaps what your spiritual purpose, okay, was not really needed by the world. That's not true. That is so not true. That's the message I'm getting, that it is needed. So anyway, let's see what we have here. Emperor, Ace of Wands, the Sun. Oh my gosh. This is your advice. This is your advice. Go ahead. Don't worry about it. Put your time and energy into this. Continue. The only thing that is stopping you is yourself. Things will balance out. The money will come in. When you allow, it's almost like you're okay, with the devil energy, it's about, like addictions, habits that can hold us back. It's this energy of fear. It's this energy of getting, I want to say, a little bit more caught up in the 3D. It's about balancing out, because we have the Libra energy here. It's about balancing out the 3D and the 5D. Understanding that you can't completely live in the 5D. And I feel like this person or this situation is pulling you more into the 3D. I feel like this is kind of almost like a lesson about how to balance out the 5D and the 3D, of understanding, yes, you do have to, there is a need for you to have some material things in your life. Not just a need, but there are things that you want, that you deserve to have, right? We're here on this spiritual journey not to, be paupers. We really aren't. But there's also this energy that when you get too connected to the 3D, you're losing sight of your spiritual purpose. So I feel like you're just balancing out. This is kind of like a lesson in how to keep that balance. Really practice your spiritual habits at this time, meditating, journaling, grounding exercises, eating nutritiously, drinking your water, getting good sleep, understanding that you are a vessel, that you need to take care of this vessel, because what you are producing is needed in this world. Yeah, because once you overcome the fear, once you can start kind of taking steps to get out of the fear and reconnect with your why, reconnect with those people that you are trying to help, heal. Look at this, the Emperor, you get back into your power. You're kind of like, okay, I can do this. I can build this wonderful business, provide for myself, my family, and also help heal the world. It's like you get it all. You get it all. You get invigorated, okay, with the Ace of Wands. This is another new beginning. It's kind of like, okay, wait a minute. I got my mojo back. I got my why back. I had to go deep. I had to figure out what it is, why I am doing this, why this is so important. And then the sun. I mean, this is the happiest card in the deck. This is joy, happiness, abundance, love. I mean, it's everything. The recognition, the healing that you are trying to help. The outcome is commitment. You know, recommitting to yourself, recommitting to your core values, recommitting to your why. So let's go ahead and clarify this. Wow, really lovely. Yeah, I feel like there is this energy. You are balancing out something. You know, you had a difficult ending in the past. This is past energy, right? You've had a difficult ending. I feel like for some of you, you may be walking away from this person that is your energy vampire. I think some of you are understanding that, you know, I either have to end this or I have to build really healthy boundaries. Like if this is a family member that you can't walk away from or something, it's kind of like, I really have to have healthy boundaries. I feel like all of this situation has helped you to build healthier boundaries of understanding that you have to reconnect to your why. You have to commit back to yourself. And really, I feel like this person may have trampled on you in the past or on your confidence, on your heart, you know, maybe is judgmental about what it is that you're trying to do. And then the Six of Pentacles, you know, the Six of Pentacles is also a gifted blessing from the universe, you know, something coming in, a windfall that comes in to help you, to let you know that you really and truly are on the right path, that your spiritual gifts, talents, your creative endeavors are just so needed, Gemini, so dearly needed by the universe, by the collective. And it's not about giving up. It's almost like recommitting yourself, right? Keep it simple. Old souls use words very sparingly, except of course for I, love, thank, you, wow, now, and cool. Wow, I love you now, the universe. P.S., which sounds so much better than wow, now I love you. Sequence is important. And I really feel, Gemini, you are such a good communicator. You know, you have the ability to use your words, you know, sequencing these words, I think for yourself, for your own self-talk is really important too. I would, you know, really practice some really positive affirmations at this time. I do feel like, you know, there is this energy that you are having to push out because Spirit is asking you to go deep. What is it? What is your why? Why are you doing this? And reconnecting with that. You haven't lost it. I feel like it got kind of like shoved down a little bit because there were other things, other people, other situations, other needs, maybe financial needs that were kind of like stressing you out. So that why had to go down for a little bit. And now Spirit's saying, no, let's pull that back up. It's time to pull it back up. And I just want to say the abundance is on the way. You have no doubt about that. All right, Gemini, I am going to leave it there. I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd love the opportunity to do a reading for you. And I really do appreciate all your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.